Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario. I am here with Kevin Zerafa, and we always like to ask breeders tips and tricks or myths or eye sign. We ask them the questions so you guys can learn, because learning is key to becoming a better pigeon flyer, better pigeon keeper, pigeon lover, whatever you want to say. Kevin, what you're taking out here right now, I'm going to just swing over.
Yep.
And I'm going to show this in the aviary. Okay, and this is a salt block. I didn't know what it was at first because of the strings. And I was here and I was observing while I was talking with Kevin, and the pigeons were coming over and they kept pulling the strings. And I thought, well, my thought was, and look, if we're just a little bit quiet, I think they're gonna come. These are what we call tips and tricks live on camera. These are some damn smart pigeons, Kevin. Maybe not, but the strings, they're pulling the strings, and they're pulling the strings. And I've got it on a time lapse so you guys will see it. Now, Kevin, tell me about this. What is this?
So this is basically, this is a salt lick which they normally use for cows or for horses. Himalayan salt. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Himalayan salt.
Himalayan salt just makes it more posher, doesn't it? So it makes it sound a bit better.
All right.
It's a salt lick, so it comes ready with string. So you just open it up, take the string, and
you leave the string.
Leave the string. What we do is we use the string to tie it to the aviary. On a night time, we lock the pigeons away because we have problems here sometimes with cats and foxes. So we lock the pigeons away, keep them inside, and then in the morning, the routine is we go in, we'll put the food down for the pigeons, and then we'll open the doors. The pigeons will bypass the food and they will come out to the salt licks, because during the night with the humidity, as you can probably see, I don't know if you can pick up on that in my hand.
Yeah, it's wet.
It starts to melt and it starts to drip, and we've got little wooden boards underneath, plus with the string as well. It gets all soaked up and it drips into the boards. The pigeons come out and they basically lick it.
Okay, so this is great. It's pink Himalayan salt. The strings ties it to the side of the aviary. At night, the salt drips off onto these strings, correct, onto the board. It drips down because it's humidity, it's the moisture, so it'll do it all over the world. And what happens is the pigeons come out and they go for it. Now, why do we want to give this to our pigeons? What did you notice?
So before we used it, we'd occasionally get some nests that would be a little bit wet. The droppings would be a little bit wet, and we didn't really know what was the cause of it really. And then speaking to another fancier, he suggested that maybe they're lacking in some sort of salt or electrolyte or something. So we put the salt licks in. We added a bit of electrolytes to the water, and literally within a couple of days we had lovely round sort of pebble-like droppings. So it's something that if you were to say to me, Kevin, you can only have one extra thing other than corn and water in the stock loft, this would be my one thing.
So that's your thing.
That's my thing.
And guys, I'm just hoping this one's going to come out and do it. But you will see on the time lapse, these pigeons go and they pick up the string. Now, I was thinking when I seen it at first, the way they were picking it up and moving it, I thought it was like a stimulation for straw, and that's fine. It's okay if the phone rings. We always get phone bidders, and that happens. But it is not. I see what you're saying. As the strings hit the salt and it runs down, the strings soak up the salt, and the pigeons like to put it in their mouth. It's like a popsicle.
Exactly.
No, it really is. They do. They taste it.
They pull the string through their mouth, and obviously they pick up the salt that comes out the string. And like I say, they lick the actual salt lick itself, and they also, you see them pecking at the wood and licking the wood on the floor when it drops down.
Guys, this is a super long distance flyer. He enjoys the long distance. He's good at the sprint, good at the middle, but he loves the long distance. If he could have one thing in his breeding loft, if we could get rid of all the grits and everything, this is the pink salt, and it's Himalayan.
Do we finish with me licking it?
Go ahead if you want. Hey, Kevin, thank you for showing this. It's a good tip. Thank you.
Cool. Cheers, guys.